Hey guys, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last time we played some cards and showed Renault around the garden. Not too exciting. This time, with our new permission, we automatically get sent to floor B1. Things are kind of different around here. The headmaster's here. Zell, what are you doing here? Yeah, I could ask you the same thing. Kinda came out of nowhere. Oh, you saw us, huh? What do you mean you're not finished? What's going on? Somebody's greedy. That's not the typical order of how things work. Headmaster should be in charge. Random faculty person who I still don't know what you do. You should be below the guy that's kind of leading the place. Don't you think? 10 years or so, huh? I remember when I first played this game that I was rather surprised to see this Cid bust out what I guess could be for, you know, this game the closest they have to an actual curse. You know, Cid from Final Fantasy VII on the other end, yeah, he curses up a storm every 5 seconds. But we never really saw any cursing at all in this game up until this point. Yeah, what's going on over here? Yeah, we heard what's going on. Can't make much sense of it, but we heard it. Yeah, it happens. And you're just kind of gone, or what? Yeah, gotta give you a reminder. Why are you so worried about your report, Squall? Yeah, the doctor wanted to see you. Made her mad, huh? I'm reminded of kind of the Star Trek, I guess, trope that all the captains never seem to want to go and visit the doctor, which was especially weird in Next Generation considering the relationship between those two, but anyway. Correct. Master Norg. We gotta yell it because it's in caps, right? Has been expecting you.
The Emperor has been expecting you.
It's reminding me of just kind of how that slipped out of my voice. Reminding me of the audiobook I've been listening to, the Bobaverse. The certain characters will just have a long drawn out Bob in reference to one of the characters, and it's just funny. Anyway, we've got all our characters together. Let's just go in here. Be there within 3 seconds. What's with your yelling? What in all that is holy is that? The proprietor of the garden? Yeah, we didn't know anything other than his name. That's all that the computer had. What a twist! Oh, whatever. What a strange line to have. You can expend that idea without having them just written like that. It just seems kind of weird. What kind of gibberish are you spouting before you start talking? That's the best I can imitate that. I have no idea what he's trying to say. Maybe he's just trying to speak in whatever the hell that part of your chin is just getting in the way of your vocal cords. Give your report on the sorceress. Well, you wanted to give your report, Squall. Now's your chance. Okay. gonna be a sad report. Confirmation that Cid's order was made at Galbadia. We got our sniper. Carry out the assassination order from both Balam and Galbadia. Would you stop yelling there, bud? Oh? How were we fooled? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about either there, bud. And then he won't explain he's making the these other guys do it. Oh? Oh. Okay, so I guess he knew it a little bit earlier. We met him. Subordinate of yours named Martin. We saw him. He was the headmaster guy that was giving us our orders. At least I believe that was him. Oh? Oh, so they're joined somehow, which hasn't been explained, and the sorceress wants to gain control of all gardens. Oh? Yeah. So basically you said before that it didn't have anything to do with both orders, or that we were fooled. But that was the order, wasn't it? Oh? But isn't that the order that you wanted to give anyway? Okay. I'm confused, and you're a very large looking dude. So they used us. Well, I'm not really complaining. None of us died, even though Squall probably should have. Sorceress is still alive and retaliated just as you expected. Yeah, we already knew that much. So we want to calm her anger instead of, you know, finish our job and assassinate her properly? Hand over? Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, that's not happening. In any world, that's just not happening. Yeah, that sounds like a much better plan. I'd rather die fighting than just, you know, here you go. We serve you now. I'm not very good like that. Yeah, well, technically we won, and then the cutscene happened, and the cutscene beat us. We won the battle. They ran away. Why did they run away? Cid? Yeah? Well, if this garden, or if we fail, then they'll send out other seeds. We're not the only ones, remember? Well, I don't think it'll be over just because, you know, a few rookie seeds lose. Oh, so you provided the money. How did you come into all that money? Yeah, that's gonna happen when you're the shadow guy from behind the scenes and nobody knows who you are. You're just this strange, super obese monster, and you don't have any way of identifying with people if you yell all the time. Meanwhile, everyone sees Cid, and he's a nice guy, so yeah, we're gonna side with Cid. Well, I guess, if you put up the money for it. There's a lot of other people that seem to live here as well. Whoa, hold the phone. Cid and Edea are married? Well, that one came out of left field. What is going on here? I have a feeling they're not working together unless I'm really out of the loop here. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen this before. Yeah, it's kind of strange that Zell just happened to see us and pop downstairs just in time for a boss fight. This is one of the more unique boss fights in the entire game. What he says here kind of makes sense. So his little orbs on the left and the right will change color. If they're red, he uses a lot of magic. The pods themselves, I believe, change. That's not who I wanted to attack, Cell. Come on. I want to hit the pods. Thank you. Ooh, nice! I got 3 of them. Excellent. You can mug magic up from one side, and you can mug, I think, spirit up from the other side? Yeah, typically you only get 1. That was a 5% chance to get 3. Beautiful. Okay, so we've done that. The Nord pod has Cure. You can also cast Tornado. Or somebody can cast Tornado anyway. If you have a high enough level, the left pod will have Bio. I think you need level 20 in order to get that. The right pod, luckily enough, has Dispels. I'm going to grab 300 more Dispels, as I've already moved my existing Dispels over to my other characters. Okay, we're back, and I've drawn all the spells that I want to draw. In the meantime, he's casted things like Silence and some of the, I think, Poison there. I don't know if he can cast anything else too much. The pods themselves, the left and the right orbs, they can't actually be killed for whatever reason. So let's just attack the pod. Oh, look at that. You're trying to cast slow. But I have auto haste, so nothing for you. Hey, look, Poison did something. And I think once you do about 2,000 damage to the pod, out pops Giganto weird alien dude that I have no idea anything about you. Now, the game is rude. We tried to draw from the Nord pod, or the Nord pod. And in my very first playthrough of this game, I did. I was like, oh, it's only got Cure, I don't care. I opened it up, I was like, there's no reason, really, there's no reason to try and draw from him again. I was wrong. And I missed Leviathan. Leviathan, as you might expect, is a new GF. And I'm going to buy some more eco screens because I'm out. Now, when he's in this form, you can steal a circlet from him, but don't because it's kind of useless. He has the same spells regardless of his level. He's weak to wind. You can hit him with slow and drain. Gravity as well if you want to use demis on him. But there's no real need to. Somewhere between 4,000 and 12,000 HP at this point. We can just smack him around. I've heard that drawing Leviathan from him prevents him from casting water. But I really don't know because this guy just dies so fast that I basically don't know anything about him. He has a number of spells that he can hit you with. There's a Psycho Blast. I was looking at my other screen. He'll randomly cast Dispel, trying to remove things like Auto Haste and any other auto things you happen to have. Renoa can combine. We'll see what she can get out of it, which I think at this point she only has 2 options. So we'll keep doing it until she eventually shows off something new. Angelo Cannon does hit all enemies, by the way, so there's that. And he's done for. You're afraid of me. Yeah, it's one of the strangest boss fights in the entire game. He drops Wizard Stones normally, and we get 20 AP. And most importantly, the Leviathan GF. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. So yeah, like his orbs change and he casts spells. They're not really anything to worry about. It's just kind of a weird fight, all in all. And where is it? I got a list of some of his things. Like he can hit you with, he can use Shell, Protect, Silence, Slow, Blizzara, Water. One of the pods can use Dispel, Silence, and Slow. And the other one uses Tornado, and Bio, Thundara, and Fira. So there's that. Not that it really matters. None of us have any idea what's going on. No, that's pretty much on par. We have no idea what's going on. Some major scheme, huh? You're just being manipulated. Poor Squall. Probably a good idea. Before doing that, for some reason there's a bio drop point here. I don't know. It's here. I don't know, but I think this area is, like, you can come back here and check that out later. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but yeah, there's just the bio down there. I don't recall there being any other drop points down there. It's invisible, but you don't need move find in order to find it, so that's good. I can't remember who tells you, but we talked to Dr. Katawaki earlier, told the headmaster to go over here and talk to him, or talk to her. So, is that where he is? Yes. It's kind of. You're okay. You're done crying. Okay. That's one thing to do after all that. Let's go in here and talk to you and try and learn some more stuff here. Yeah, a little bit, but what do you want to talk about? And they give you a long list. I want to make my report. He's been trying to make this report for hours now, and it just... no one cares about his stupid report. You can guess. We failed. Good enough. It's pretty much all there is to it. What's the real meaning of Seed? Yeah, Cypher was asking about this. It's a mercenary force. We already knew that. Hmm? You never know anything. Yeah, we're JRPG protagonists. Of course we don't know anything. Seed will defeat the sorceress, and Garden will train Seed members. Are only training for the final battle against the sorceress. Oh, so that's, I guess, the link between Garden and Sorceress, and why Sorceress Edea is trying to get control of all the gardens so that, well, they don't attack her and try and kill her. That makes sense. True mission has begun. Well, that's at least enlightening. Yeah, what about Sorceress Edea? And you decided to not talk about this before? Did you guys have a divorce or something? Is that why you told us to assassinate her? Oh? Okay. Garden was Edea's idea. Interesting. The plot thickens. Yeah, I could see that. That would never happen. Well, too late about that. What do you mean, however, and then you stop talking? Yeah, what's the whole deal with Master Norg? I still don't get this. He's from the Shumi tribe. You'll notice he was, the Shumi tribe was one of the, I think, level 6 boss cards in the card game. He's a black sheep of the tribe, one might say. Oh, Okay. So he was the I guess not really silent, but he was the major investor in things. Well, that kind of makes sense. If you're going to be training and housing a whole bunch of people and, teaching them, you're going to need some amount of money. And I have a feeling that the little tiny city of Balam is not going to provide enough of, resources to fund that, even if you tax the crap out of them. Well, there you go. Lost sight of your high ideals and the truth was covered up. It's kind of interesting. So they started just sending out seeds to get money, and that became more important than your ideals, which I'm not too sure have changed, but I don't really know. So, yeah, anyway, you kind of gave up control. If you noticed earlier on in the game, the faculty members were kind of, telling him to speed his speeches along and, you have work to do in your office and all this. They were kind of controlling him, I guess, under the command of Norg before, we fixed that problem. So he was kind of the figurehead, but at the same time, he was also a puppet. What are we gonna do next? We have to stop drifting soon. Well, yeah, I would hope so. That's it? Okay, we'll just repeat a line. Well, that's, interesting. No, I'm not injured again. Well, that was weird. What are we supposed to do now? That was weird. Hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? There's a shit. Oh. Well, shit's about to hit the fan, I guess. Well, we need to go to the second floor to figure things out. By the way, I don't think you can use this. Yeah, I'm mashing the button. You can't use that to warp to locations anymore. Kind of sucks. Not that we need to go to a lot of those locations anymore, but let's go to the second floor, as they told us to do. And if we're lucky, yes. Before doing what we were told. Remember earlier on in the game we talked to this guy? Yeah, someone gave you some cards. Ooh, this one you can talk to with just a normal X button, and he says this. Interesting. So yeah, I think he was the guy, or the guy beside him was the guy that gave us cards in the first place so that we could start off. Now we can actually play against him. There's nothing special or rare that this guy has, so I'm just going to cut this out. Well, other than the standard level 7 cards that I told you these guys all had. If I wasn't clear, it's not just the Diamond Girls, but all of the members of the Card Club side quest thing. They all have level 7 boss cards that you can collect, and eventually I will do that. I just haven't really worried about doing it up until now. Hart is no ordinary player. Top player of the group in only 3 months. Too much detail. And now, for whatever reason, I'm rotating the joystick. Nope. But yeah, I'm rotating the joystick. You can't actually move until he gets off screen. It's kind of dumb. But anyway, we challenged and defeated him. Now we can go over here. We were supposed to go out and check out what the view was like from the second floor. But that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time we will actually go do that and figure out what exactly we were supposed to do at this point in the game, other than, drift around and play cards with everybody. That's all for this one. and I'll see you guys next time.